You are now listening to a proud member of the Disney Podcast family. Go to DizPodcastFamily.com to find more on this show and other great Disney podcasts.
All personnel, clear the launch platform. All personnel, clear launch platform.
The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 118. I hope you guys are all doing well tonight, today, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you happen to listen to us. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting directly across from me is former cast member and game changer herself, Jazz.
Hit it and quit it. Hello.
Hello. Sitting to the right of me is the trail master of puppets, Udi.
No bed sheets.
Why are you?
Oh man, I didn't get my number ready.
0.0834.
No, I'm gonna go 0.00229. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go there. In that ballpark.
Right on.
Yep.
Right on. And then a special guest tonight, friend of the show and friend in general, local trivia master. This is Joey from the Tiki podcast and Disney Universe podcast.
That is right. Aloha.
And aloha. And there's a couple other podcasts too that I'm guessing you might want to plug at some point. You're doing 4 right now that I know, or 5. There's a new one that's just emerged, right?
Yeah, there's 5. Too many to mention right now. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. Tonight, we are going to talk about the news. We are coming at you September 29th, 2020, getting close to the end of the third quarter of 2020. Some breaking news came out today. We're going to discuss that in a few minutes. But then we also are going to be playing a game called The Jungle Cruise. The fine folks over at Ravensburger, they make really, really cool games and puzzles and whatnot. They sent us a copy of the new Jungle Cruise game. We happen to have 2 of them. One of them is the regular one you can get on Amazon, I guess, and the other one is the Parks Edition. The Parks Edition, I guess, is only sold at the parks. But they were very kind to let us have one that we can talk about and give our recommendation on, and we're going to get into that in a minute. We're going to play it. Are we going to play it live, or are we going to play it and then give our reviews?
Play it live. I think it'd be better give people a better idea. Well, I mean, we're going to figure it out. It may not make for exciting podcasting, but, maybe it'll give people a good idea of what the game is and maybe some of the the pluses and minuses of it. Yeah,
and it's kind of cool that we've got both versions. One is Joey's version. It's his. And we're going to talk about what maybe the differences are between the two. I don't know what they are, honestly.
Yep. And I want to give Joe credit for the show idea. This was his original idea, and we're just kind of ran with it. And so, Joe said, hey, I got this game, and would it be cool if you guys came on and we played together? And I went, yeah, that sounds like fun. Then Mark did what he did. I think we talked about it before in a previous episode. But, I just want to thank Joey on record. Thanks for the good idea. And now we're here.
Huh.
What can I say? except you're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks,
welcome.
Maui.
Thanks, Maui. Just some quick housekeeping here. If you would like to be a supporter of the show, you can be one of our Patreon family members. All of our Patreon family members got a really cool gift recently, and we have the visual evidence to prove it, too. So actually, thank you, Laura, for that cool picture you sent in to us.
Oh, yeah.
All the way from Hawaii.
From Hawaii.
Rocking the limited edition LTP gear. Which, in fact, I don't even have that. I'm the only one that didn't get one. No, I didn't get one for myself.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'll get the next round.
Okay, we got to talk because I got to order.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
We got to get one for Joe.
Well, Joey, you want to be?
We owe him. No, we owe him one.
We do.
We do. Forever ago.
Okay.
You know, Joe's that type of guy who doesn't want to bring it up, but he'll bring it up like in that, hey, by the way.
Oh,
not to make a big deal out of it, but you owe me a shirt. Oh.
Do I owe you a shirt?
I think so.
Yeah, you do.
Then you can always tell me. So, dude, where's my shirt?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would never diss Joey.
We do. We owe him one.
Then it's on.
There we go.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we'll just switch the Jungle Cruise games.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no.
Mark is like, wait.
No, we'll get you a shirt. So if you want to support the show, you can go on leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the Patreon logo, and we make it really easy for you. You got $5, $3, and $1 tiers. You can make a one-time payment, or you can make a monthly payment. And for that, you get to be on the show with a topic ID, and you get custom LTP stuff that we do send out.
And we're waiting for one person right now, aren't we?
Waiting for
to be on the show.
Oh, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. We got Jennifer. We got Laura that needs to be on the show.
We have a couple people waiting on you.
Yep. Oh, and Jonathan.
Yeah.
From the.
There we go.
Oh, shout out to Jonathan real quick. Jonathan is is cast member for Walt Disney World, and did me a solid. I need to point this out. So they're doing their Halloween stuff there right now.
Oh, cool.
And they released the popcorn buckets and whatnot, and I saw them, and I was talking to my daughter Ariel because she loves all these, and we're not getting them this year out here, at least as far as I know. Were they selling them at Downtown Disney?
All they had were the Mulan sippers, like the bamboo, like they did with Moana.
Yes. Yeah, I did see those.
Those were at Downtown Disney.
Okay. Did you get one?
No.
Oh, see, I thought you'd be into that kind of stuff. No?
Downtown Disney was kind of it was kind of disappointing.
Oh, do you want to talk about that at all?
I can do it later if you guys want.
In the news, because I want to bring it up.
Okay, cool. But anyways, they had the orange jack-o'-lantern one, which we've had before, but they also had a special black and purple cauldron, which I think is an AP one.
Oh.
And so I said, hey, Jonathan, dude, if you can get one for me, I'd be most appreciative. And he said, okay, I'll see what I can do. So he said he hit me back and said, hey, I've got one for you. I'm all, oh, awesome, dude. And I gave him my address, and we exchanged that. And I told him what it was for, because for my daughter for her birthday. And I go, okay, cool. So what's your PayPal? Let me just give you some money. No, he wouldn't take any of my money.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I'm like, dude, Jonathan, I would have given you whatever plus shipping and stuff. And he said he wouldn't take it. So thank you, Jonathan, for doing that.
Yeah, that's cool, because my niece went to Magic Kingdom today to get me the Madame Leota sipper.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
They're sold out.
Oh, no.
I was kind of bummed, but it's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. So, yeah, connect with us on Patreon and support us. Also, if you want to buy a T-shirt, go to leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the T-shirt link, or go to TeePublic and do a search for Leaving Today Podcast. Is that it? Is that the only way you can reach us? Yeah, I think that is. I think that's all the news we have. Okay, so let's actually just jump into the news, right? Yeah.
No opening question?
Oh, opening question.
Do we have one?
We don't have an opening question.
No? Okay.
Let me think. Actually, you know what? Okay, here's the opening question.
I like the one you gave me the other day about who I'd go to the park with.
Oh, yeah, but that's going to cause more controversy.
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you ever want to have some really diverse Disneyland question or conversations, go riding with Udi and I.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, tonight's opening question is... Oh, this is what I asked the girls the other day. Would you rather go Don't shout out your answer until the question's done. Would you rather go to the park when it is raining or when it is 105 degrees? And I need at least three points to support your point. 3 reasons to support your point. Joey, let's start with you first.
I'm like,
Oh, okay. Well, I've done both.
I think we all have.
Yeah, and I think the 105 degree day was also like a upper 90s humidity.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, but I don't know if this is because of the years I spent in Oregon, but I think I would take the rainy days.
Okay.
Because the times I've been in the rain, it was actually pretty fun. One of the times when we rode Screamin', when it was still Screamin', and it just started pouring right when we were about to take off.
Okay.
And so the whole time it was, we were laughing, crying, or, I had sweat, tears, and rain in my face. The picture is hilarious. I'll show you guys later.
Okay.
So that's one reason. Another reason is you get on so many things a lot because everybody's hiding inside the stores.
Yeah.
So, I think the rainy plus hot chocolate.
There you go.
So.
Solid answer right there. Jazz. Would you rather spend the day at Disneyland when it is raining or...
Raining. I don't even care what the other option is.
See, you were supposed to let me finish the question.
Wait.
Or if it's 105 degrees, and I need three reasons why.
Raining.
Okay, raining, why?
Because I hate the heat.
Okay, that's number 1.
It makes me grumpy.
That's the
Wait.
same thing.
No, it's the same thing.
Yeah. I'm
No, that was just one answer.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's less people in the park, and it's a different vibe. It's a very different vibe in the park when it's raining, and it's like you're hustling to like get out of the rain, but at the same time you are enjoying it. It's a whole different kind of vibe.
Yeah, I just remembered another thing.
Yep.
Night pictures in the rain are awesome.
Oh.
With the lights.
Yeah,
And
especially Cars Land.
and the reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took a night pictures in Cars Land 2 Adventureland days ago. Then last one, after in the evening, it rained for what, an hour and a half? But the park cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
Like completely.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had, the park was empty at 6 and it was open till 11 that night. And we had free rain.
No.
Not
No.
rain, not
nope,
rain.
Yeah. No pun
I mean,
intended.
nothing was more than 10 minutes, and we destroyed the park.
Awesome. That's a very, very good point. Udi?
Rain, and they covered it. The vibe is different. It clears everybody out. They go running like, I don't have a good analogy, but yeah, they go running, and I'm like, and water doesn't bug me.
Okay.
I work in the elements. There were a couple times where Joe and I were working on a rooftop under a pop-up with ponchos on in the pouring rain. Remember that? How many times did we do that?
Even inside the buildings when it's just wood.
Yeah.
And it's pouring inside. We're like, the backside of water.
Yeah, we're in there and water's coming down inside a building. So, acclimated. I have a pair of boots that are waterproof, and I'll rock those bad boys and stomp on through. So, yeah, definitely rain. 105, though, temperature, I can handle that, too. But, you're giving me a choice. I'm going to go with rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid answers.
And you, Mark?
I like both. I think I'm gonna go a little different. I mean, I've been to both, and there's so many advantages to being there when it's wet, and all your points are very, very valid, and I can agree with those. But I think I'm gonna go with the heat. Heat doesn't bother me really. I like to duck into the air conditioning. There's plenty of stuff to stay cool. That may be the one time I actually do want to go on Splash Mountain when it's that hot. But one thing I do like a lot is in the summertime, in the evening, it just cools down. And after you've been sweating kind of all day, just that slight amount of breeze kind of gets me. And it kind of keeps me going from 6:30 to 12. And I like it when it's late summer nights at the park. That's my ideal time.
That's when I grab the frozen Jack and Coke and DCA.
Which I have not done, and it's on my list. To do for sure.
Come on, man.
I know, but I don't think there was a wrong answer. I had to say it just to go different. But yeah, right on. But I actually enjoy being colder than warmer. So I don't know. We'll go. I guess I'll stick with my answer. All right.
Hot weather better in the day or at night? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, at night, for sure. Because the general cruise feels more authentic when it's.
I love it at night.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like kind of.
You have that weird heat kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That jungle heat.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So now we're going to go to the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Well. The first news item, we're going to go in reverse because this broke late this afternoon, about 4:30 or so. And not good news, I might add.
But we talked about it like a month ago, I think, or if not longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was that. So Disney, as a company, announced layoffs today. They said as many as 28,000 employees, cast members, can be impacted on this. Right? Is that the number seems right? And this is on both coasts. This isn't just initially I thought it was here and just in California, but both coasts are going to be somewhat impacted. In fact, your sister commented on our show, on our post about it, saying that her daughter got a letter or something but hasn't heard anything about it yet.
Yeah.
So that pisses me off. Makes me angry whenever there's any kind of layoff going on because I know there's ways to circumvent that. And should I talk about what some of the comments were on our post, or
I would go. Remember, they are our listeners. Always go first.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just posted a picture. I'm sorry if I'm popping here with my peas. Saying that so Disneyland announced layoffs today. Some 28,000 jobs may be impacted. What are your thoughts about this? And we're just going to go in order of how Instagram's sorting it. I don't know how it does it. Becky said, I think it's unacceptable that they cannot reopen and thus employees have to be laid off. I think it's truly a shame. Agree. Absolutely.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold until the end? Or comment on everyone?
You can. Well, you might. No, you should comment on everyone because you might forget some. You might lose.
I won't.
Okay. Okay.
I'll wait because I think if I begin, I may go on a rant. And
that's
I'll wait.
No way. There's no way. That's gonna
I never do that. I'm warning everybody.
Okay. Ryan, the punster, said, "I think Newsom needs to get his head out of his bum." Sorry if that offended anyone. Oh, you know what? As we are doing this, we just got another comment.
Sorry. That's my co-host, folks.
Oh man.
We got another comment just as we
the mad Canadian. Go ahead.
And I just
apologies.
This is from Ken. He just did it as we're doing it. He said, "Just open already. If you don't want to go or don't feel safe, then don't go. By keeping it closed, we are never going to find out what the outcome will be with the park safety with it being closed." Yep, absolutely right, Ken.
I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Okay. First Prime Alpha. Heck yeah. Commented. Wait a minute. There's a lot of people that. Oh, sorry, he's commenting on someone else's comment. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, give me just a second here. Give me just one moment. Okay. All right. Sorry, listeners. So we're gonna go back to the top. So we got Ken's, Ryan's. Evil Queen wear a mask. Evil Queens wear a mask. Okay, we don't know who. I've never had this person.
No, I haven't. Yeah.
So hey, welcome to the fray here. SoCal needs to wise up. The stats speak for themselves. If everyone had followed the mandate, physical distance and wash hands instead of throwing parties, defying masks and distancing, the parks could open. Knott's found a way to open with a food festival for the different seasons. Disney could too. Plus, giving park executives back their full pay while laying off employees is hypocritical. She does mix. I assume it's a female.
I will. Okay.
Do you want? Oh, are you holding back?
Let me address this.
I knew this was going to do it for you. Okay. I knew this was going to be the one that breaks Udi. Okay.
I am critical of the executives getting their payback. That isn't fair. They did sacrifice it for a minute, but they have taken it back. Isn't okay. Whenever Disney corporate does things that are highly corporatist, I get upset. They don't need to do that. The one thing that she is absolutely correct on is going to be her comment about Knott's. What is it about Knott's Berry Farm that they were able to and why Disney can't? That is a question, not anything else. There, in my mind, is the question: why can Knott's open and why can Disney not? At the end of it, I will go into my thing, and I'll go there. And then when it comes to the whole mask wearing and and all that, for every data point you can give me, I can give you one right back opposing you. Okay. That isn't even the point anymore. Okay? So no offense to you. You believe the way you believe, and I'm not here to argue with you over it. The point is that we are where we are, and trying to throw blame around isn't going to do anything. Moving forward, we need to open up, and the fact that Knott's has and Disney hasn't, that is a bigger question.
Yes,
anyway.
And I think Joey wants to say something about the Knott's, I'm guessing.
Oh, no, yeah, we were talking about this recently because when we were down there, one of my friends went to the food festival, and so I asked him the same thing, like, how's it open? And I think the part of Knott's that's open, somehow, because it's so old, it's like the old western area leading into Camp Snoopy, which I haven't been there in ages, so I can't really remember.
Yeah.
But it's considered more like a museum, not a theme park.
Okay.
And that's the only reason. So I'm like, so they couldn't open Main Street? Because,
sure.
I mean, Disneyland would be technically like a landmark, more than a theme park.
Sure.
You recognize what's going on. Okay.
So I think that's why Knott's Berry Farm has been allowed to do it, just because that area that's open is considered more of an history or museum.
Yeah, and I gotta say, cheers to Knott's. I've been following what they've been doing and seeing the videos. Yeah. I'm so envious of those guys of what they're doing, and if I were closer, I would go down just for that. That looks so cool.
You did bring it up the other day.
I did.
Yeah.
I said if we could go down there when we're all in flux and Disneyland's partially open or whatever, I would absolutely go and do this food festival at Knott's because, God.
Yeah, I'm going at the end of next month.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, right on, dude. Right on. Okay, so the next comment was, Mr. Bob, this is horrible to hear. Don't know why the state won't at least issue guidelines to get the ball rolling into a reopening direction. Maybe the news of the layoffs will prompt some response from the governor.
It won't.
I guess I'm a bit confused on why downtown Disney can open. Taste of Halloween can happen, and restaurants can have limited indoor dining, but Disneyland can't open with limited attendance. I just don't get it. I don't get it either, sir. And then, he's right. These are questions we all have. Why can't Disneyland get it together with what's going on? Do you think? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Nikki Pitts, who that? Actually, that's
who that? I don't know who that is.
Full disclosure, that is Joey's sister.
That's my sister.
Your sister.
She put up two hands. Are you following on there too?
Yeah.
And she said, whoops, did not mean for that emoji. These layoffs also affect Walt Disney World too. My daughter and her friends received the email this afternoon. She has many friends who still haven't been called back. And she brings up a great point. I didn't know that until she mentioned that on here. Like, oh, that's right. Walt Disney World is, I didn't even think they would be impacted, but they are. Okay, and then she said, oh, she's still full-time, but the email was vague enough to make her nervous. Of course, yeah. Fingers crossed. She's been pretty busy since she started back up. God, I hate that.
Yeah, and I think I read in the original thread that Demero released, majority of the layoffs are sadly going to be part-timers.
Yeah, sure. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe people that have been there a long time might get an early retirement package sort of thing. I don't know how much that plays into that, but I'm hoping that it's temporary and the majority can come back and get rehired. But it just makes me pissed off when this kind of stuff happens, no matter what industry you're in. Our good friend Patrick, who the last time I was on Splash Mountain was with Patrick. So the 28,000 layoffs is across all the parks, but primarily due to Disneyland not being able to open up. Disney leadership did whatever they could to show the precautions and guidelines that they're set to try to open up the park. But the head doofus in charge of the state won't allow them to open up. Okay, yeah, you make some points there. Okay, not a lot of love for Newsom. That's okay. No, he's right. Christine, 1313. You look at her posts sometimes? She does some crazy Lego stuff. She builds like Star Wars Lego things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I'm always impressed with people that can do stuff cool with Legos because I can never do those good. Wow. Oh, you looking at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got some cool Lego things, huh?
Very cool.
She says, it's ridiculously sad that this shutdown has gone this far. Angry face. I'm so sad for all the CMs on both coasts and other parks that are having to go through this. Now people are understanding what I said from the beginning. There should have never been a shutdown. I agree. Oh, my Otter 32, ridiculous state and ridiculous governor. Just wait until the election. Maybe then he'll let it open. Those poor cast members. Yep. First Prime Alpha, again, chimes in. Did the math, and he's mentioning Margie Egram. I don't know. She must have taken something off. I don't know. Did the math, and more people are getting laid off from Disney than died from COVID west of the Continental Divide. Governor Newsom is drunk with power on the fear the media is churning. Now those poor cast members, along with thousands of others who depend on the park for their business to operate, are going to pay for it. Yeah. So that is a lot to go, and I guess you want to start talking about that, Rudy? Jazz?
Nope. I have no comment.
You've got no comment on that?
None?
No.
I mean,
Why?
why don't you have a comment on that?
Because I hate this shit.
Okay.
It drives me batshit crazy.
Okay.
And I think that we're to the point now where we need to do what the park used to do for us, and we need to be the escape where people don't have to deal with this shit.
Okay.
Can't beat that.
The moments I love that woman.
Preach.
How you want to?
Go ahead, Joe.
And with that, we're going to talk about a deep history of the Peter Pan attraction. Its history and its impact on the park. And oh, you don't think I will? You know I'll go there.
And it'll be all off the top of your head. You'll be like, oh, by the way.
I will do that, but I'm actually not prepared for that. No, to your point, Jess, you're absolutely right. And I don't want to be a downer. I absolutely look to podcasts right now to kind of rekindle the magic and to keep the spirit alive. But at the same thread, I still think it's important for us to be able to talk about these things that happen and try to be positive about it. I mean, yeah, sometimes it's a bit comical what we come up with, some things. I get it. But anyways, let's just try to get through all this section, and then let's go play a Jungle Cruise game. Yeah.
Joe.
Oh, no, I'm not a fan of Newsom. So I think this has gone on way too long. It's a joke, but I'll let Udi talk because I will probably feel what he says, just kind of get it out as good.
Yeah. Then let me get my thoughts in first because I know that I won't be able to after Udi unloads his fury.
Doesn't want the soapbox.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that one I sent? Did I send it to you? I sent it to you. Did you hear it?
Half of it.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I am not very political at all. But I do ask questions. I do not take anything at face value. I do ask questions. But I had been saying months ago that they should have opened Downtown Disney, and I've said it on the show. Open it for a week and then open up the parks to see how this all works. Set a precedent. Show the people how this can be done the right way. And I'm more frustrated that here we are 6 or 7 months after everything has happened, and we still haven't got an answer. You've got, and it's not me that I want to go to the park. I do want to go to the park. I mean, I won't go until I can get the park back the way that I want it to go. Mm-hmm. But more important, I want people to be able to work if they feel like they want to. And I want people to have some positive stuff in their life, which Disneyland brings to hundreds of thousands of people. And that's kind of really what I want. I want the ball to get going just to see what we have, to see what we're dealing with, and to modify it day by day or week by week to open it up or close it, whatever we have to do. But get the machine going again, because you need to have that spirit back in people. And I was listening to another podcast today, this Geek podcast, and I had talked to Daniel today, the host of that, saying he had brought up some really good points. Is that people that like the annual pass holders were, Disneyland was their focus. We haven't had this. We haven't been able to go there for 7 months, so they're gonna have maybe during those 7 months, those people that were going all the time, maybe they found new things to entertain themselves and new hobbies, and maybe they won't need Disneyland as much anymore. Mm-hmm. So, and they talked about that, and I was like, I hadn't even thought about that. So kudos to them for bringing that up, and made me think about that. So they're going to have to do, and actually, I'll just say this last point is that I've been the first person to complain about Disneyland, about taking. You guys shouldn't be raising the prices on parking. You shouldn't be charging $15 for Max Pass,
mm-hmm.
and the annual and the daily pass tickets shouldn't be $150. You guys are greedy. You know what? I'm actually feeling a little bad for them right now, mm-hmm. because they are doing everything that they possibly can, and they're getting shut down. And it makes me sick as a Californian, born and raised here. And it makes me pissed off that they are being shut down like this, mm-hmm. when they've actually done so much for the community. Yeah, and believe me, I've been the first person to complain, and I'm gonna probably complain in like 2 years when they do some other nonsense that I get pissed off about. But
mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I got one more before
Sure.
it goes. But it's like so much of California, and we're Disney lovers, we're Disney fans, love going to the parks, but so much of the state relies on Disneyland, SeaWorld, Magic Mountain,
mm-hmm.
Universal Studios.
Absolutely.
Then up here, Discovery Kingdom, Great America.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all the people that are employed by those companies that are out of work right now. Because the only bit of work or jobs that have not gotten COVID guidelines is the theme park industry. And I don't know if you saw the news conference with the mayor of Anaheim and Garden Grove. And
Dude, I saw it.
And I mean, that's what they're talking about. Is like theme parks have not gotten any guidelines. I mean, SeaWorld can be considered a zoo, but no, they're a theme park. But zoos are getting guidelines and museums are getting guidelines. But yeah, one of the biggest money makers for this state is
mm-hmm.
theme parks, and they got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that, like you said, that's just it's crap. So.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna take a deep breath. Udi, the spotlight is on you.
I have made no secret my utter dislike of where we are, and yeah, looking upon it, I'm gonna go right off of what Jess said. I'm tired of it. I think when we have more and more people moving along here, the goodwill that was given to our government officials is been gone. The goodwill for a lot of people in each other is going away now. And Disney, and I brought it up, has been our point of, like Jess said, to get away. And we now more desperately need it than ever, that point to go away to and be able to forget. So when you have that taken away, a lot of people aren't realizing, and maybe now this will be the one where it wakes some people up, or like, oh no, we have to. Wait. 28,000 jobs in the park, not counting restaurant, parking, gas, hotel, reservation, ticketing brokers. I can go on, security. I can go on and on and on. So if you are sitting at home and you can telecommute, well, good for you. But you got to remember that a lot of people don't telecommute. I don't telecommute. I need to get my hands dirty every day I go to work. So when you're saying, oh, no, we need to be safe, well, you're right. But now with 28,000, you got to think 28,000 plus how many more Okay, so for you to keep on thinking we need to keep shut down, you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. When I have heard people, when I had a coworker tell me this week that he had 2 friends of his that their kids committed suicide over it, I hate to go dark, but that is a reality, then no, we're not okay. When I have personal friends, their family becoming alcoholic because it isn't okay. When you have depression, all these things are going up. So right now, Disney, we need more than ever, and I keep on saying it, we need it more than ever. So when they refuse to give them guidelines, you got to ask yourself why. I'm not going to go on some weird conspiracy tangent or whatever, and my point is, ask yourself why, and how much more do we need to take? How much more can we take? Okay? And I'm going to say we've been done. We have on the show, we've been done for a while. And I'm at the point now, and we kind of went through it, and we kind of kept quiet. And we're like, well, when we try to keep an upbeat, but the reality is we're at a dark point, and I hate to say it, but that is where we are. Remember when I went off on my little thing, and I think some people would have been like, oh, you're being a little hyperbolic, and say we could lose the park?
Right, no.
Where are we at right now? 28,000, and the government of the state of California does not seem to want to do anything, and you got to ask yourself why. I'm not going to give you any answers. I know my theory and my thought. So my point is, we need, as a community of Disney lovers, begin to speak up. If you are of that part who doesn't want to go and they think they need to be closed, then you are entitled to your opinion, and God bless you for having it. But we got to recognize that we are now at a point where we need to turn around and we need to go back. We need it more now than ever. So if you're unhappy with what is going on, be vocal. Be vocal. Never be violent, but be vocal. Speak your mind. I do. Every time, and I hate that our show is moving in this direction. We'll move off of it because this isn't what it's about.
No.
Our show has always been about a community of people who love Disneyland, who come together over our love for Disneyland, and I feel like our community is getting ripped apart by people who don't give a bam, oh, what, about it. Plain and simple. So, that is it. That is my point. We need to be vocal, we need to come together, and we need to figure it out together. We, all lovers of the park, need our park back. And we all need to come together and figure out how to get that done. So, this is where I'm pushing back on Disney. Disney, if you had the freaking balls to just look in their eye and go, we are opening. They are a multi-billion-dollar company. And go, we are going to do this because our company will die otherwise, then do it. I'm calling it out right now. Disney, if you want to open, open. Do it. If you don't want to go as a park goer, then don't go. If you as an employee, do everything safely. I'm not saying just go carte blanche. I'm saying be safe about it. Put in your mask requirement, which they're going overboard with. I'll let Joe talk to that if he wants to. And do what you can, but open. You have no, but my point. My point is, they can.
No,
that is
they can't.
Why?
Because they're going to get hit with fine after fine after fine
And
after fine.
okay, no, you're right, and this is my point to that. They are a multi-billion-dollar company. They can look at a fan and go, "Suck it, we'll pay it." Or
how long are you going to pay it for them?
Or they can go to court and fight over it. The point is, if they have no. My point is that is cowering. That is my point. Disney is a big enough company where they can look at the government and go, "No, you're killing my company." They have
Disney's also a big enough company that if they make one wrong move, and you're going to have to bleep this out, and they f up, they're going to f themselves up for the rest of the park's existence.
Okay, no.
They have to play it the right way.
No, okay. So again, why can't they open up?
Please stop.
Why can't they open up like downtown Disney? Why?
I love you. You're so sweet, but you have to stop. And I'm not talking to Udi.
No, my point. I get your point. Okay, what I'm saying when I say they can open, I'm telling you they can open, but doing it properly. They're waiting for the government. Okay.
But what is properly?
What is every other freaking guideline? What are your guidelines, Jess?
25%. No. Yeah, 25% capacity.
Okay.
That gives me 17 people in my restaurant.
And then mask and cleaning, right? Why?
No, we don't have to do masks.
Okay. So you have 17% that, right? Or 25. Why can't Disney do that? They're a wide open thing. They're a wide open area, plenty of wide open areas. Why can't they do that?
Do the math on what's max capacity, please. Stop.
No. But my point is, they do something. They're doing nothing.
Because they haven't been given the go-ahead yet.
My point.
But they have to have the go-ahead.
No, but that is okay. That is what I'm trying to tell you. That is my argument.
Let's put it this way. What would Walt do?
What would Walt do? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
There is no way in hell he would go against and save his.
You know
park.
what? I don't want to get in the argument because we don't know. Okay, flat out, you don't know. I don't know.
But
No, don't even bring it up. Honestly, just don't bring it up because you don't know and I don't know. You can think all you want and you don't know.
But we can, and I agree with that statement.
No.
But okay, fine, go both sides. Go if you picked one way, and then go about and pick and say, what if you went the other way?
Right. Okay.
What do you think? Do you think him as a person would?
I don't know.
Be so concerned with what other people thought and him risking losing, bringing these people back in because he went against these, they're not laws, but rules. Okay? Is he going to, if he thought that way, then it's like the people that think he was like a Nazi supporter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think that really, I don't know if it bothered him. I don't think it did. But I'm trying to think of where I'm trying to go with this. And I wish I should pull up the text that I said earlier when you and I were talking, and Mark's like, "I'm going to get the popcorn."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should go get the popcorn.
Where was I going with this? They're such a big company that they're going to play by the rules.
Yep. No, I get that. I'm not arguing.
Well, no, but that means they can't
doing.
open.
But again, you're missing. I think you're not getting my point. What I'm saying is that Disney. At what point in time, as a company like that, do you go, I have power, money, and influence? Okay? 3 things that the small business does not have.
Right.
And they have been shuttered and strangled in the state.
Right.
At what point in time do you look at it and go like, are we going to roll over or are we going to fight?
I think they're going to roll over, to be perfectly honest
And
with
then,
you.
so you're going to tell me that they're going to let their billion-dollar company go by the wayside just because they don't want to go against a government agency? I call BS. I call total BS because they have enough money and influence that they can fight it. Now, they could take a fine every freaking day and go like, okay, we'll see you in court and fight it if they wanted to. I agree with you that they won't, okay? What I'm telling you is you're right. They won't. What I'm saying is they should. And people can get mad at that, and I know they will, and some people will get mad at it. But the point is, we're at a pivotal point where we need good, and we need.
I'm not denying that.
We need light of hope.
No, I understand
and that has been taken away.
But I don't think they're the ones that are going to give it to us.
No, that's what I'm. Okay,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm just stating that. I think they will roll over and lose what they have before they give the finger to the government.
No, and the thing is, I agree with you. My point is, all I'm trying to say is, what point in time, they in my opinion, they're at a point where they need to, they can, if they wanted to fight, they wanted to actually fight, they could.
I know,
and they're not. And so that is why I'm disappointed, because they are sacrificing now with this layoff. People's livelihood and not just their company. How many different
and I
things
think
are
that's what
attached
they're
to it?
preparing people for, is the possibility that they're not going to make a comeback.
And then why would you roll over and let that happen? Why? Why would you do that?
Because all those people that are up there, they've got money. Let's go back to what you're saying. That you've got the money. Like all these higher executives, they've got the cash.
Yep.
Disney could flop. And they'll be just fine till the end of their days.
That is true.
You don't need to care about the little people down here when they're not your concern anymore. They're not your employees. You don't have to worry about giving them a job. You don't have to worry about union fees, anything like that. You are set in your tall castle here, no pun intended, and they're fine.
Yep.
So it could be a potential that, you know what, let's just let it go this way, and I don't have to work the rest of my life.
No,
and I don't have
they
to
don't
worry about this.
Okay, but my point is they don't have to now.
I would like to think some of the higher ups
Correct.
would
care more.
Well, would care more.
Yes.
Like I would rather fight the government than let Walt's Park die.
Yep.
And I agree with that.
I would hope.
But let's be real. How many of them are there?
I don't know. Again, we don't know. And the fact that they aren't mounting a fight, at least not yet,
Yep.
makes me wonder. And again, my whole point of what I said is we need the fight, the pushback at a higher level. We're going to complain and we're going to bark and we're going to be mad, and we need to do it together. We need anything that's going to happen is a united voice. And I keep on saying,
Arrow's willing to fight.
I
So
think,
far,
yeah.
he's made the. Sadly, with the layoffs, it's kind of like the collateral damage
Mm-hmm.
in the battle, but it's like all right, your move, you know.
Yep. And so my point is that we cannot have full industries and full
No.
patches of cities and counties annihilated. We cannot let
No, I agree.
we cannot let Southern California, Anaheim, LA become New York City.
No.
Flat out.
Just a quick question, though. Do you think that this is more or less a chess match between Disney
Yep.
and the state?
Well, I
and
would
they
hope-
are
I
sacrificed
would hope.
that they are saying this, hey, we are going to lay off 28,000 people. Okay, now it's your move.
Yeah,
And they could be.
Because I was telling Udi, because when the mayor, Anaheim, they're all doing this stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we need Disneyland to open." I'm like,
Yeah.
I think Disneyland's like, forget you guys, we're going to do this on our own. And we had a discussion that they can, but
Yeah.
I mean,
It wouldn't be, and I said it wouldn't be wise of them to do that, but yeah.
No, because those two organizations need to be on
Need
the
to be
same.
synergistic, yeah.
Yeah, which is strange that they are. But to answer Jess's question, she makes up a very, very good point
Mm-hmm.
about this. When she says how can they do it? Well, I mean, what is Walt Disney World doing?
Mm-hmm.
How are
I
they
agree.
doing? How are they doing it? And we can't.
They also have a governor who said we're opening back up.
How come they people move and we don't?
Well,
Okay, that's another question. But no, seriously, they're doing it, and
Yeah.
and people are thriving. Yeah.
and then look at what they're doing overseas and freaking Hong Kong and Shanghai.
Oh,
I'm
my
like, okay.
gosh.
I'm like, they opened up over there. Why? Again, you have to ask yourself why. That is the whole point. Why is Disneyland, our park,
the first time, the only part.
the only park not open? Why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, that is the question.
That is $1 million question. Anyway,
Anyways,
There we go.
so we
on
had
to funner things.
yes. I mean, so much to talk about, but we want to get to the game. We will talk about this probably in episode 119, but
It's not going anywhere.
yeah, we will put a pin in this. But talk about the new attraction at Tokyo Disneyland. Mm-hmm. Holy cow!
It's beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful. They have a new castle with Sleeping Beauty attraction, and oh my gosh.
Not Sleeping Beauty.
No, I'm sorry, not Sleeping Beauty. Beauty and the Beast.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Beauty and the
Learn
Beast.
your Disney.
Wow.
Sleeping Beast.
What's the prince's name in Beauty and the Beast? Hush.
Belle.
That's the prince's name?
The prince.
The prince's name.
Oh, Eric.
That's Little Mermaid.
The prince's name.
So what's Beast's name?
Yeah, I know that's an. How many letters is it?
4.
It's 4.
It's Carl.
Seth.
Seth.
It's not Eric.
No, that's Little Mermaid.
What letter does it start with?
A.
A.
As an apple.
A is an apple.
Same as He-Man.
Adam. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Is it really Prince Adam? Okay.
Anyways.
I was okay.
Yay, point for Mark.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that, and we're probably going to go through our reactions to watching the video, and
Yeah.
so. But that's for another.
I remember seeing the animatronic testing and going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
on. Okay, and I know we got some other news items, but this is taking up a lot, and I know it's late here on the side of things. We want to get to the game.
You want to do that one real quick?
I'm sure that
Bring
video
that up.
does not do that attraction justice.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
let's do. So we have other news, talk things to talk about. Yeah, we're gonna skip through that. We're just because we'll get to that later. Except that on the positive side of things, the Mickey Floral has had it has been updated, and that's a good sign. And they're putting markers around on both sides, on DCA and California, and Disneyland.
Yeah, they're doing what they can to be like, we're ready to go.
Yes. Okay, one quick thing, though. Wonderground Gallery is currently being reassigned as the Star Wars Trading Post. So that particular gallery is gone for the time being. And it is a great store.
Yeah.
And we suspect it'll be back sometime in the spring.
It will.
Yeah.
It'll be back. I'm pretty sure, Mark, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost.
I was there the Sunday, that weekend, but especially before the way home. I was there the Sunday before it closed down, and there was no sign, even from the employees, because it was a little bit. Everything there at Downtown Disney was a little bit less.
Sure.
The shelves are kind of scarce and a little empty, but it's a big place for artist signing, so obviously they're not doing that, so they didn't have very many pieces of it. I still bought a couple pieces, new Shag, Haunted Mansion, but there's nothing near like a clue of, all right, we're closing in 2 days. Then one of the artists, McBiff, I bought one of his pieces too. Like his Instagram post was like, what the hell?
Right.
they were told nothing.
Right.
So they assumed it was closed down. And then a couple hours later, like, no, it's the Wonderground presents Star Wars, and they're like, it'll be back. It's just temporary.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of mad because this is my favorite store in Downtown Disney.
Oh, yeah. I would say it's probably one of my. I mean, I've never bought anything there.
Well, I normally get the postcards because that's more my budget, but you can still frame them and they look good on your wall.
Well, when Sam Carter has a signing there, we're heading down for that, and we're going to get something from him. I'm looking forward to that day. So yeah, that is coming back. But if you're fortunate enough to go down to downtown Disney, and enjoy it while you can. What I suspect happened is that they just bought and ordered a lot of Star Wars merchandise to be sold at the parks, and they go, we need to unload this stuff.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
I'm not a fan of.
No. Okay. One last news item before we go into our game. Was that it? Yeah, our game is that our good friend listener Eric in Fresno, reached out to me because he got something that he sent to me, but it isn't really for me. It is for Udi, and Udi has no idea what this is, but I do.
What did you do?
It's a Disney mask.
Oh wait, it's open already.
Yeah, I was
going to get my knife out.
No.
What? Are you kidding right now?
Not kidding you.
He made a coffee with my name on it?
Yeah.
This is my blend?
I think that's what this is.
What?
This is from Christian Alvarado, I guess. Is who it's from, but I know it's Eric.
The last name.
Yes. It is your blend.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Holy crap, thank you.
I did boost him this morning. It's good. No, I'm joking. I didn't.
No, I'm like, how? It's not open.
No, I didn't.
Ooh, medium dark. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go home and I'm going to show my mom.
Yeah.
And she's going to...
Voodoo will give you the runs.
No, she's going to be like, okay, we're going to brew that right now. Thank you, Eric, right?
That's awesome.
It is Eric. Yeah.
Thank you, Eric. Holy crap.
Isn't that
no,
cool?
I can't wait to try this when I go home. I gotta go.
Is it bean?
No, it's bean. I gotta go grind the beans.
Okay, I don't have a grinder.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Thank you. Now I'm really.
It smells good from here.
Ooh.
Yeah, it smells good.
I'm a dark roast guy, but man.
Ooh, it's even dated for freshness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was done this week.
Yep.
8 days ago.
9/21. Okay, rest of the show I'm gonna be breathing.
So it might be your own blend. I think that is the brand.
Yep.
1998, and this is the Alvarado.
Yep.
Very cool.
Instagram post inbound.
Absolutely. Okay, so any other news? Did you want to talk about Downtown Disney at all real quick, or anything?
I don't know. I mean, it was okay. It was nice being down there. At the same time, it was a kick in the gut being down there.
Oh, yeah.
They are super strict with the masks. Mm-hmm. I told you this. I was taking pictures in the Esplanade, and I was by the kind of like the concrete benches by the monorail pillars. little flower stuff by the ticket booth.
by the pylons there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so,
for sure.
You know, I switching cameras, put in my backpack, getting a drink of water. So I remove my mask for a split second. Nobody's near me, and 2 cast members like, you got to have a mask on, and I'm like, you know, I'm not being aggressive. I'm like, I'm just wiping the sweat off my face and taking a drink of water. Okay, just put your mask on.
Oh.
Okay. So then the next day, me and my friend Christy were walking through with Starbucks, and we're walking. Nobody's around us, so we remove our masks to take a drink. Another cast member comes. Oh, can you go over there to the side and drink it there?
What?
And so my friend Christy, she's like, oh, so you want us to leave this bubble where nobody's around, but go over there where people are clearly standing and eating, and do it there. Okay.
What is Christy's profession, real quick?
She's a nurse.
Thank you.
Okay.
And actually, the funny thing is, when we're doing the temperature checks, she was quizzing everybody doing the. So she's like, "What's the lowest temperature you'll accept?"
It's like 101, right, or something.
No, that's the highest.
Oh, I'm gonna start with the highest.
But she was asking, "What's the lowest?"
Did they know? 100.4.
Only out of the 3 times we went through it, only one of them actually knew it.
100.4.
No, my guess would be like 96.
Well, no, 96 is considered dying. It's got to be
like 97.
Anything like less than 97 and a half or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm thinking the wrong way.
Is fatal. So,
oh, geez.
And only one of them knew.
Oh, wow. I thought you had to wear a mask if you're within 6 feet of people, but if you're without,
it's if you're
No,
anywhere.
you have to wear. It's like at a restaurant. I have to wear a mask all day,
Yeah.
okay.
And
even if there's no one like close to me.
And even when we walked out of the exit, walking alongside of the Disneyland Hotel, because I was trying to peek at Trader Sam's because that was blocked off.
Oh, dang it!
Couldn't even see it. Just the fireplace area. Anyways, I took my mask off for a second because I'm leaving, and the cast members on the side where the switchback for the temperatures are like, oh, sir, can you put your mask on? I'm like,
Because you're still on property.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But at least the Simba parking lot was free.
Well, okay, just ask one last question. When you were in the Esplanade, was it hard to hear all the music and not be able to go in?
You can't hear the music through your mask, Mark.
Oh, it's true. That's true.
No, they were blasting the music. It was louder than normal.
But it was kind of hard not to go in.
It was because the Esplanade in the middle of the day was empty, and it was roped off at the monorail track for Disneyland, but you could go all the way straight up to the gate for DCA.
Oh,
but I was looking and saw scaffolding on the Emporium and and construction workers in that little newsstand just past the ticket booth.
Yep.
But yeah, it was tough. Like I said, it was nice finally just being there, but it was also gut wrenching because it's like you just want to be inside.
Oh my gosh, right?
And I was seriously when I'd commented to you about sneaking into the picnic area to the backside of the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah,
I was really serious. I went back there and it was blocked off, and there were people there like, don't think about it.
Oh shoot. Okay. Crud. Okay. Well, with that, let's go to our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, so here we are, our feature presentation here. We are unpacking the Parks edition of the Jungle Cruise game by Ravensburger. I opened it up and
played and already learned this.
I know. I read the rules and I was hoping that maybe Joey could figure it out. Have you played yours yet, Joey? Have you read the rules? Okay, so we're looking at a square game piece.
I read some of the cards because a lot of the cards are attraction puns and jokes.
Okay, a game board. It's 14 by 14 or so. I don't know what it is, but it's a map of something very close to the Jungle Cruise. Not entirely ours here on the West Coast, but I don't know which one it is. But you get the gist of it. The game pieces. I know there's boats that have got different colors on them, and
all colors matter, Mark.
All colors matter. Yes, they do. They do. And there's
I'll help her.
Yeah.
Ventilate these because I believe on each person gets a boat. The story is the Schweitzer or one of the jokes. It says on the back, but they're going on vacation. So each person is a different family.
Okay.
That whoever wins gets there first or the most points to the finish line will take over the Jungle Navigation Company.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's the gist of the game.
And you're picking up and dropping off and losing passengers and cargo as you go.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so rather than hear us play this game, we're going to play it, and then we're going to give you our review of it. But so far, I can tell you that I've unpacked it, and everything looks like the game pieces, like they're sturdy. These little actual boats these aren't the real boats that you move around. There's other boats too. It's on the offset. It looks like it's a bit involved, to be honest. There's lots of pieces, George just pulled a random bag of dice out. Okay, don't know what those are for yet.
Yeah, so let me see. We got 4 dice or die, however you go. One of them has numbers. Mm-hmm. I believe these are for the rolls.
Excuse me, these are not for you.
Then the next 3 die are exclamation points or nothing, kind of like a chance dice.
Okay.
And I think, depending on the rolls you get, there's certain areas where you pick a card and you either get hit by hippos or, the gorillas or something.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so listeners, we will unpack this further, play around, and let you know how hard it is, how fun it is, and what it's all about. I'll say that this one I did know retails for $49.99 at the parks. The other version is $30.
Yeah, and I believe one of the main differences, if you're into cosmetic differences, the box is more detailed for the park version.
Oh yeah, the box is very cool for the park version. Yeah, you can feel like the wood sliding.
Embossed, right? It's embossed.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Amazon version is kind of, but not as much.
Okay.
Same picture on the front, and I believe the park version has exclusive cards and pieces.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. So we will get to it, listeners, and then we'll be back. Stay tuned. Hey, LTV listeners, we just got back from playing the Jungle Cruise game. And we spent about 50 minutes doing it, setting it up and playing it. So we played the Disney Parks version. And like I said, we had 2 versions tonight. Joey brought his Amazon version, and we noticed a few things that were slightly different. So for the game pieces, you get 4 boats. And the ones that come with the Amazon version, it's a solid blue, solid yellow, solid green, and solid red. The Parks version has a more detailed boat. So, for example, like the green one I'm looking at now, the middle is green, but the canopy and the bottom of the boat are white, and the smokestack is black. So slightly more detailed, and also the names of the boats are different. Mm-hmm. And then what else was there different, Joey?
So on the box of the Disney Parks version, there's a sticker that says, "This Disney Parks edition includes special event cards," which are the navigation ones, I believe.
Okay.
And deluxe game pieces.
Which must be the boats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
And I mean, if you're a collector, the box is slightly more detailed, more what was the word? I don't want to say 3D, but like
embossed.
Yeah. And then it has the feeling and texture of a wood crate. Like it has that look of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What did you guys think of the game initially?
No, it is a very fun game. Like any game, when you're first going to play it, it takes a little bit to kind of get the idea of the game and setting up. But once we got that going, it is a fun game. I mean, very, very. The best part is going to be the puns. Definitely without a doubt. As we're going, they feel like they're right off the attraction. And I think we add a little bit of a drink alcohol, and we're going to have a good old time.
For sure. Yeah.
And I think any fan of the attractions, whether you're at Magic Kingdom or Disneyland, will enjoy this game. Like Hootie said, especially with the puns. Some of the characters are pretty funny looking.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
and it works on a point system. So as you move along, you can pick up a clue, and the idea is they're gonna be a caretaker, quote unquote caretaker, and those that family group is gonna have more points, and that kind of plays out towards the end.
Yeah.
So Joey got beat up. He did. Yeah, like his boat was what did you say? It's like a Walt Disney World.
Is the Walt Disney World boat that sunk?
Yeah, because he was getting beat up. So he lost people, lost cargo. Yeah,
you pull cards and have damage, and when you get certain damage, you lose either that cargo or those amount of passengers.
Right.
So I think on 3 rolls, I lost like more than half of my passengers at Palmer Cargo, and I'm not a very good skipper, so
yeah. But yeah, beyond that, and then Mark won.
Oops.
Mark got points, and he
36.
Yeah.
But that's because I picked that chip at the end. I don't know. I assume
you went high point.
Yeah.
And then Jess, and then me, and then Joe, the Crash Man. But yeah, I mean, definitely a very fun game.
Nobody wants a skipper or pilot named Crash.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah.
I would have been afraid being on your boat.
So when you get the game, there's a bit of a setup. Hill you have to get over. I mean, everything when we unpacked it, you've got different sheets, different cards, different things. Don't get overwhelmed with all that stuff. It'll all make sense once you play like a round or two. Then everything will come through. I'll say at this point in time, if you're missing the parks, if you're kind of missing and you want to bring some of that Disney magic home to your family and friends or a party or whatever, just pick up this game, and you will, I think anyone who likes the Jungle Cruise will actually get a kick out of this.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Awesome. So again, this is the Jungle Cruise game from Ravensburger, and you can pick it up at the parks. Joey saw it there at World of Disney for $49.99, or you can order online the non-parks version for $30. I assume the gameplay is the same.
Yeah, and if you go to the parks, you can use your AP for the discount.
There you go. Perfect.
So there you go. And I almost got it. I'm like, nah, I'm fine.
Okay. No, you don't. Okay. So anyways, that's going to wrap up episode 118. We try to end on a positive note. Sorry tonight. Actually, I'm not going to apologize for being heavy in the front. We had to get through that stuff. But we do want to focus on bringing you good positive vibes here. And the thing is, we're all in this together, and we will all be in it together until we can be at the park together again.
High School Musical?
Yeah. All right, Jess. So where can people find out more about you?
In my bed.
Oh, Jess, you keep saying that.
I know, right?
Let's see.
Is that for Patreon?
That's a Patreon. That's a Patreon perk.
Is that for who got the T-shirt?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, whoever has the T-shirt with my face on it.
Okay, it was me. It was me. No.
I think those cards go in there too.
The cat's out of the bag.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. Storybook Jess is my Instagram. My Snapchat code is somewhere way at the bottom of that, and my Facebook is Jess Farvan. Or
Excellent.
Jessica Farvan. I don't know. I even know my own name right now.
Joey, where can people find out more about you and your various podcasts?
Jeez. Well, you can follow me on Instagram, jpitty23, JPITTY23, and you can find me on one of many podcasts, Disney Universe Podcast, and spinoff Disney Universe Tiki Cast, which is actually on its own feed now, thanks to Anchor. And then we got the Mando Show with this guy here, Udi. And we're getting really excited for season 2.
Oh, my gosh, right.
And also part of the All Aboard, the Disneyland Railroad podcast.
Okay.
And another non-Disney themed podcast.
There you go. All right, so I'm guessing you...
Yeah, your beer one, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Udi, where can have more witty banter?
You can find me on all of my socials, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie. And then, like Joe mentioned, you can find me on the Mando Show, which we're going through our rewatch of season 1. We have a bonus out there episode of our reaction to the trailer.
And we're going to rename the show to the Baby Yoda Show.
No.
That's a lie.
Okay,
No, that totally. And then one last comment would be I stand with Gina. But there you go.
I do too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. You can find me. You can send an email to info@leavingtodaypodcast.com. Then I'll get your message and we can go from there. Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. And that is it. That's where you can find me.
Thank you again, Eric.
Thank you again, Eric, for that. Thank you. That was a classy act on your part for setting that up.
Thank you.
The Alvarado coffee blend.
Yep.
And thank you guys for letting me join in. Always fun hanging out with or without the mics.
Yeah.
Good time.
Always.
Joey,
We're family.
the pleasure is all ours. Anytime you want to drop in and crack wires with us, you can. We have no problem with that.
Yep.
So next month will be the Pirates of the Caribbean Battleship game.
Yeah.
Is that coming out?
It's already out.
Oh, okay. Well,
With shots of rum.
Okay.
That's all you guys. I don't play Battleship.
I'll do that.
No,
for sure.
we'll do that.
Well, I assume that's a 2-player game, yeah?
No, you can be the red, but the good red.
Okay.
I don't like Battleship.
Oh, okay.
No, but you can do other things. Is what I'm trying to tell you. We'll figure it out.
You're damn
All right, and hey, so listeners, if you want to, subscribe or whatever, support the show. Remember, go to Patreon, and you can do it that way. If you'd be so kind as to leave us a review or a rating on Apple iTunes, that'd be awesome. We would appreciate that. It helps with the algorithm there. All right, until then, remember, adventure is out there, and we'll see you in the parks. Bye.
I was in This Is the Way.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Goodbye now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now ended its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
Listen, this floor thing's not working out for me. I'm
I
too old for
told
this
you.
shit.
Well, that I have no control over.
My body's just stiff.
We'll give it a bit.
Yeah, give it a second.
Okay. Woo!
Somebody take these. How many of these?
Mark.
No.
They're going in the trash.
Mark. Good?
Thank you.
You're welcome. No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
But you
Yeah.
make me hot. It's so close, I can feel it.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.
Can we do that again?